Most people believe that if they are innocent, the truth will protect them. They believe that honesty, explanation, and cooperation are enough to clear their name. But the legal system does not respond to truth the way humans expect it to. It responds to behavior under pressure. And fear quietly changes that behavior. Fear speeds up the mind. Fear loosens the tongue. Fear makes people explain things that were never questioned. In courtrooms and interrogation rooms around the world, innocent people don't collapse because of lies. They collapse because fear pushes them to say too much, too fast, and in the wrong way. Not because they are guilty, but because their psychology turns against them at the worst possible moment. Today, we're going to explore why fear makes innocent people say the wrong thing in court, and how the human mind becomes its own greatest legal enemy. Human beings have a deep psychological need to be understood. From childhood, we learn that when something goes wrong, we should explain ourselves. We justify, we clarify, we fill in gaps. In everyday life, this works. If a friend misunderstands you, talking more usually fixes it. But courtrooms are not built on human empathy. They are built on interpretation. When fear enters the body, the brain shifts into survival mode. The goal is no longer accuracy. The goal is relief. So people talk. They add details. They repeat themselves. They overcorrect. And without realizing it, they begin creating inconsistencies, not because the story is false, but because fear fragments memory and language. The innocent person isn't trying to deceive. They're trying to be believed. And that desperation changes everything. Under stress, the brain does not work the way we think it does. Fear activates the amygdala, the part of the brain responsible for threat detection. At the same time, it suppresses the prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for logic, restraint, and precision. This creates a dangerous imbalance. People speak before thinking, struggle to recall timelines, clearly misjudge how they sound to others. Even pauses, natural pauses, suddenly feel suspicious to them. So they rush to fill the silence. But silence, in legal settings, is neutral. Words are not. Fear convinces people that saying something is better than saying nothing. Often it's the opposite. Here's one of the cruelest truths of legal psychology. Innocent behavior does not always look innocent. Fear causes shaking hands, avoiding eye contact, over-explaining simple answers. Nervous laughter changes in tone. To the fearful person, these are signs of anxiety. To an observer, they can look like deception. So the innocent person notices the doubt, and fear increases. They start adjusting their behavior mid-sentence, correcting themselves, backtracking. Each correction feels necessary to them. But each correction creates doubt in the listener. This is how fear builds a silent spiral, not through lies, through reactions. When people sense they're being judged, they try to manage how they appear. They try to sound calm, they try to sound confident, they try to sound reasonable, but fear makes control impossible. The more someone tries to manage perception, the less natural they become. Their words start to feel rehearsed, their timing feels off, their emotions leak through the cracks. Ironically, the person who has nothing to hide ends up working the hardest to prove it, and effort itself becomes suspicious. The legal system is not measuring how honest someone feels. It measures consistency, restraint, and clarity. Fear undermines all three. This is not a lesson about law. It's a lesson about self-awareness. The most dangerous thing in legal trouble is not guilt. It is unmanaged fear. Fear convinces people that urgency equals safety, that more words equal protection, that emotional relief equals truth. But calm is clarity. A quiet mind slows reactions. It allows pauses. It resists the urge to overperform innocence. In life, and especially under authority, the ability to regulate fear is power. Not because silence is clever, but because fear speaks louder than facts. And the quieter the mind, the less damage it does to itself. If you're interested in how human psychology quietly shapes outcomes in courtrooms, relationships, and everyday life, This is what the quiet mind explores. Stay calm, stay aware, and stay curious.